What if I told you, you're made of stars, not metaphorically, literally? The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, were forged in the heart of ancient stars that exploded before Earth even existed. Look at your hand. What do you see? Skin, bone, maybe a few veins tracing a path beneath the surface. Solid, right? Real. But what if I told you that what you're seeing, what you think of as solid, is mostly empty space? It's true. Zoom in close enough, past the cells and molecules, past even the atoms themselves, and you'll find, well, not nothing, but something just as baffling. You'll find that 99.9999999% of what you call you is actually empty space. It's a mind-bending concept, I know, but stay with me. Because within that seemingly empty space lies the most fundamental truth of the universe. Everything is energy. Those atoms that make up your hand, your heart, your brain, they're not tiny, solid billiard balls bouncing around. They're more like miniature solar systems with electrons whirling around a nucleus, a dense core, at unimaginable speeds. And those electrons? They're not really particles at all, not in the traditional sense. They exist as clouds of probability, as waves of energy, constantly in motion. Think of it like this. Imagine a fan, its blades spinning so fast they become a blur. You can't pinpoint the exact location of each blade, but you know they're there, creating the illusion of a solid disk. That's kind of what's happening with electrons. They're blurs of energy, vibrating fields that create the illusion of solidity. This isn't just some abstract scientific theory, it's the very foundation of our universe. Einstein, in his infinite wisdom, revealed this truth with his iconic equation, E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Now equations can seem cold, distant, but this one sings with the music of the cosmos. It tells us that mass and energy are two sides of the same coin. That matter is just condensed energy, locked in a dance of existence. You, me, the trees, the stars, we're all energy, temporary expressions of a cosmic dance that's been going on for billions of years. We're the universe, experiencing itself in a million different forms. So we've established that everything is energy. But this energy isn't random, it's not chaotic. It's organized, rhythmic, pulsating with a symphony of vibrations. The universe, you see, is a dancer. And like any good dancer, it moves to a rhythm, a beat, a frequency. Look around you. What do you see? The gentle sway of leaves rustling in the wind. The rhythmic crash of waves against the shore. The steady beat of your own heart. These aren't just random occurrences. They're expressions of the universe's inherent rhythm, a cosmic dance that permeates every level of existence. Consider the planets, for example, orbiting the sun with clockwork precision, or the seasons changing in a predictable cycle year after year. These celestial ballets are governed by the laws of physics, yes, but at their core they're expressions of the universe's rhythmic heart. But the rhythm goes deeper than that. Much deeper. It extends down to the very fabric of reality, to the quantum realm where particles behave like waves, oscillating at specific frequencies. Think of it like this. Imagine a guitar string. When plucked, it vibrates at a certain frequency, producing a specific note. Similarly, every particle in the universe vibrates at its own unique frequency, contributing to the grand symphony of existence. Even your thoughts, those fleeting wisps of consciousness, are part of this cosmic rhythm. Neuroscientists can now measure the electrical activity in your brain, the waves of energy that ripple through your neurons as you think, dream, and experience the world around you. Your brain, in essence, is an orchestra of energy, a symphony of consciousness playing out in the theater of your mind. And just like every instrument in an orchestra contributes to the overall sound, every thought, every emotion, every experience adds to the grand tapestry of the universe's rhythm. Chapter 3. You're made of stardust. We've journeyed into the heart of atoms, explored the rhythm of the cosmos, but now, let's turn our gaze to the grand cosmic story of our own existence. Because the story of the universe is also the story of us. Every atom in your body, every element that makes up your very being was forged in the fiery heart of a star. Think about that for a moment. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen you breathe, all born from the death throes of stars that lived and died billions of years ago. These stellar furnaces, massive balls of incandescent gas, spent their lives fusing hydrogen into helium, a process that releases unimaginable amounts of energy. But as they aged, these stars began to run out of fuel. and in their final act of creation, they exploded as supernovas, scattering the elements they had created across the vast expanse of space. These scattered elements, the building blocks of life, drifted through the cosmos for eons, eventually coalescing into new stars, planets, and eventually, life itself. Earth, our home, is a cosmic recycling plant, built from the remnants of countless stars that lived and died long before our sun even ignited. And you, my friend, are a product of this grand cosmic cycle. You are stardust, given life and consciousness. You are the universe, looking back at itself. Think about that the next time you gaze up at the night sky. Those twinkling points of light aren't just distant suns. They're our cosmic ancestors, the creators of the very elements that make up our bodies, our planet, our universe. We are all connected, you see, by this invisible thread of stardust woven together by the fabric of space-time. We are not separate from the universe, we are part of it. We are the universe, experiencing itself in all its wonder and complexity. We've seen that everything is energy, vibrating to a cosmic rhythm, woven from the remnants of stars. But our journey through the secrets of the universe has just begun. If the universe is energy, constantly in motion, constantly transforming, what about time? What if time, as we perceive it, isn't the linear progression we think it is? In the next chapter, we'll delve into the mind-bending mystery of time. We'll explore the possibility that time is an illusion, a construct of our perception, and that reality itself is far stranger, far more wondrous than we ever imagined. You're not living in the now. By the time you hear this sentence, it's already the past. Time feels real. But is it? We experience it as a constant flow, an unyielding current sweeping us from cradle to grave. But what if that river is an illusion? Our senses perceive a tiny sliver of reality, like seeing the universe through a keyhole. But there are hints, whispers from the cosmos that tell a grander story. One where time is fluid, bending to the whims of gravity. A story where reality itself might be a simulation. Join me now as we journey beyond the everyday, beyond the familiar, into the heart of the 7 secrets of the universe. For millennia, humans saw time as a rigid, unchanging backdrop to our lives. Sunrise, sunset, seasons turning, we aged at the same rate, no matter our position on this pale blue dot. Then came Einstein, and with him, a revolution. Einstein's theory of relativity shattered our naive view of time. It showed us that time isn't absolute but relative. It's woven into the very fabric of space-time, warped and stretched by gravity. Picture a bowling ball placed on a trampoline. That's a massive object like a star, distorting the fabric of space-time around it. Now, roll a marble across the trampoline. That marble, representing light or even a spaceship, will curve as it passes the bowling ball, its path altered by the warped space-time. Near incredibly dense objects like black holes, this effect is amplified. Time slows down dramatically. Imagine approaching the event horizon, the point of no return. From your perspective, you're falling in. But to an outside observer, you appear frozen in time, your image forever etched at the edge of the abyss. But the strangeness doesn't end there. Even here on Earth, time isn't uniform. Your GPS relies on this very fact. Satellites orbiting high above us experience time slightly faster than we do down here on the surface. A tiny difference, but enough to render GPS useless without accounting for Einstein's theories. So, if time isn't constant, if it can be stretched and compressed, what is it really? Some physicists, grappling with the implications of quantum mechanics and relativity, propose a radical idea that the past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. This concept, known as eternalism or the block universe theory, suggests that time isn't a flowing river, but a vast, unchanging landscape. Every moment, from the Big Bang to the end of the universe, is already laid out like a cosmic DVD. We, with our limited consciousness, experience this landscape in a linear fashion, frame by frame. But the entirety of time, from beginning to end, might already be written. Imagine a vast, cosmic library. Each book on its endless shelves represents a moment in time. The birth of a star, the fall of an empire, your first kiss. Every event, every thought, every fleeting emotion, meticulously recorded. This library is not bound by the constraints of time as we experience it. All the books, all the moments exist simultaneously. There is no past, present, or future here, only the eternal now. Our consciousness, however, is like a reader, moving from book to book, experiencing each moment in sequence. We cannot skip ahead. We cannot go back. We are bound to follow the narrative thread of our lives, one page at a time. This doesn't mean we are powerless. Our choices, our actions still hold meaning. Just as a reader can choose to linger on a particular passage, savoring the beauty of the language, we can choose to be present in each moment, to appreciate the richness and depth of our experiences. But the idea of time as a construct, as something malleable and subjective, raises profound questions. If the past, present, and future all exist at once, does free will truly exist? Or are our lives merely predetermined paths through this cosmic library? And if time is not a fundamental aspect of reality, but rather a framework imposed by our limited perception, what other illusions might we be clinging to? What other hidden dimensions might be waiting to be uncovered? The universe is full of mysteries, and our understanding of time is but one small piece of the puzzle. But by questioning our assumptions, by daring to look beyond the familiar, we open ourselves up to a universe far stranger and more wondrous than we ever imagined. Chapter 3. Secret number 5. Reality might be a simulation. Let's delve deeper into this rabbit hole, shall we? Because if the nature of time isn't bizarre enough, consider this. The very reality we perceive, the fabric of our existence, might be artificial, a simulation. I know what you're thinking, Neil. Has the cosmos finally gotten to you? But hear me out. There are compelling reasons why some physicists, some very brilliant minds, entertain this possibility. First, let's talk about the uncanny effectiveness of mathematics in describing the universe. From the orbits of planets to the interactions of subatomic particles, the universe operates according to precise mathematical laws. It's as if the cosmos is governed by code, elegant equations dictating its every move. Second, the universe exhibits a level of fine-tuning that's, well, suspicious. The fundamental constants of nature, the strengths of the forces that govern the universe, are so precisely calibrated that even the slightest deviation would render the universe lifeless. Think of it like this. Imagine finding a working radio on a deserted island. You wouldn't assume it just popped into existence randomly, would you? You'd suspect a creator, someone who assembled the components just so. The fine-tuning of the universe evokes a similar sense of design. Now combine these two ideas, a universe running on code-like laws and a universe that seems suspiciously designed. This leads some to propose a radical possibility. What if our universe is a simulation running on some incredibly advanced computer system? Imagine a civilization far more advanced than ours, capable of creating simulated universes with the flick of a switch. They could be running countless simulations, each with its own set of physical laws and initial conditions, to study the vast possibilities of existence. If that's the case, then our reality, the one we perceive as real, might simply be the computational output of some incredibly complex program. Our thoughts, emotions, experiences, all just lines of code being executed. Chapter 4. The Simulation Argument. Let's take this thought experiment one step further. If the ability to create simulated universes is within the reach of sufficiently advanced civilizations, then it stands to reason that they might create many such simulations. Billions, even trillions of them. Now imagine you are a conscious being. You could be in the real universe, whatever that means. Or you could be in one of the countless simulations running on some supercomputer in a higher reality. Statistically speaking, the odds are overwhelmingly in favor of you existing within a simulation. This is the crux of the simulation argument. It doesn't prove we're living in a simulation, but it suggests it's a real possibility, perhaps even a probability. And if it is true, what does it mean for us? Does it diminish our sense of reality, our accomplishments, our relationships? Or does it enhance them? After all, even if we are simulated beings, our experiences, our emotions, our consciousness, they all feel real to us. And who's to say that a simulated universe is any less real than a base reality? Perhaps the distinction is meaningless. Perhaps consciousness itself is the fundamental building block of reality, and the nature of the substrate, whether it's atoms or bits, is irrelevant. The simulation hypothesis, while unsettling to some, opens up a Pandora's box of philosophical and scientific questions. It challenges our assumptions about the nature of reality, the limits of knowledge, and the very essence of what it means to be human. Time bends, reality glitches, and the deeper we look, the stranger it gets. But the next secret may be the strangest of all. What if the universe is conscious? We've explored the illusions of time, the possibility of simulated realities, But what if the universe itself is more than just a vast, indifferent machine? What if it's aware? What if it's looking back at us? Join us for the next chapter of our journey as we delve into the mysteries of consciousness, the secrets of the quantum realm, and the possibility that we are part of something far grander than we ever imagined. Imagine the universe. Not just the vast expanse of stars and galaxies, imagine the universe as a living being. Imagine it waking up, a slow, gradual awakening. The universe becomes aware of itself, it feels its own immensity, it senses the energy coursing through its cosmic veins. This awareness, this consciousness, is the biggest mystery of all. Could our consciousness, the human experience of awareness, be a tiny reflection of this larger cosmic consciousness? Could it be that we are not just insignificant beings in a vast cosmos, but rather integral threads in the very fabric of existence? What if the universe is not a cold, indifferent void, but a conscious entity, experiencing itself through us? For centuries we've been taught that consciousness is a product of the brain, a physical process. But what if it's the other way around? What if consciousness is fundamental? What if the brain is not the creator of consciousness, but rather a receiver? Quantum physics, the study of the very small, offers some intriguing clues. The observer effect, a cornerstone of quantum physics, suggests that the act of observation influences reality. Particles exist in a state of probability until observed, at which point they collapse into a definite state. This implies that consciousness, the act of observing, plays a direct role in shaping the reality we experience. Think about that for a moment. The very act of observing, of paying attention, could be influencing the fabric of reality. Our thoughts, our intentions, our very awareness could be interacting with the quantum field, shaping the world around us. This challenges the traditional separation between the observer and the observed, suggesting a deep interconnectedness between consciousness and the universe. If consciousness is indeed fundamental, then the universe is not an empty stage upon which the play of life unfolds. Instead, it becomes a participatory dance, a dynamic interplay between consciousness and the quantum field, where the observer and the observed are inextricably linked. Imagine a radio. It doesn't produce the music we hear. It receives radio waves and translates them into sound. What if the brain is like that? What if it's not producing consciousness, but receiving it, tuning into a universal field of consciousness? This concept, while radical, offers a fresh perspective on the nature of who we are. If we are receivers of consciousness, then where does this consciousness originate? Is there a universal source, a cosmic consciousness, that permeates all things? This intriguing possibility challenges our traditional understanding of self and opens up a whole new realm of exploration. Section 5. The universe as a brain, a cosmic metaphor. Think of the universe, a vast network of galaxies connected by gravity exchanging energy. Now think of the human brain, billions of neurons connected by synapses exchanging electrical and chemical signals. Is it just a coincidence? Or could the universe itself be a giant brain? This metaphor, while symbolic, highlights the potential for a universal intelligence. If the universe is a brain, then consciousness might not be confined to living beings. It could be an inherent property of the universe itself, a cosmic consciousness that pervades everything. Section 6. The fabric of reality, woven with awareness. Think about the implications. If consciousness is woven into the fabric of reality, then everything is interconnected. We are not separate from the universe. We are the universe, experiencing itself. Every atom, every star, every galaxy is part of this grand interconnected web of consciousness. This perspective challenges our anthropocentric view of the cosmos. It suggests that we are not the only game in town, that consciousness may take many forms throughout the universe. It opens our minds to the possibility of a universe teeming with life, not just biologically, but also consciously. Section 7. We are the universe. A profound realization. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the life force within you. This life force, this consciousness, is the same force that powers the stars. It is the universe experiencing itself through you. You are not separate, you are an integral part of this magnificent cosmic dance. This realization that we are the universe is profound. It shifts our perspective from one of separation to one of unity. It allows us to see ourselves as part of something much greater than ourselves, connected to everything that is, was, and ever will be. Section 8. The Grand Mystery Unfolds. A Journey of Self-Discovery. The universe is a vast and mysterious place. We are just beginning to scratch the surface of its secrets. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Consciousness is at the heart of it all. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe, we are also embarking on a journey of self-discovery. The universe is not some distant entity separate from us. It is us, and we are it. As we continue to explore the cosmos, both within and without, we may find that the universe is not just something to be understood, but something to be experienced. The grand mystery unfolds one conscious moment at a time,